Hi, I'm Tori.
And I'm Leah.
Hi, Maram.
And welcome back to the Boys Lie podcast.
A podcast where we talk about the craziest relationship stories you've ever heard, Leah's complaints.
Fuck you.
Amongst other things. The tea and whatever else there is.
I'm the most positive person I know. Just kidding. Buckle up.
Enjoy the ride.
And remember that?
Boys Lie.
Boys lie. Boys lie.
Boys lie.
Boys lie. Them boys, they be lying.
Boys lie.
Hey guys.
How you feeling today?
Oh, just fine and dandy, you know.
Your hair looks different. Something
I
looks
got
different.
blonder.
Okay, yeah, looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
When did you do that?
On Saturday with Mariah.
Okay, it's the first time I noticed.
Mine's
looks
like
good.
soaking. I showered this morning and it's insane.
I need to wash mine tonight. But like when you get tape-ins, you can't wash your hair for like 48 hours. So I'm on my last leg.
When
Makes
I
sense.
get this bleach blonde, I don't wash my hair for like a week.
Because when
Yeah,
you
well, it comes
dye your
out, right?
hair, like when you like lighten your root, especially like I feel like your hair doesn't get as greasy as normally
It
because
like dries it out so
Yeah,
hard. You
it's
need the
crisp.
grease.
it's crisp. Well, anyways, we have such good stories this week. I'm so excited. These ones are like fucking crazy.
So then let's jump into story time.
Yeah, let's do it.
If you guys have a story you'd like to share on the Boys Lie podcast, please share via boyslieofficial.com. And if your story gets chosen to be read on the podcast, you win a free sweatsuit.
Woo! All right, I'm going to go first this week. Buckle up because this just happened and I'm still emotionally concussed. It's the end of the year, my senior year, when I start casually dating this guy. Let's call him Jace. He's super cute, very flirty, and 6'2", because apparently that matters. We met at a party. He said he liked my tattoos and my energy, and suddenly we were texting nonstop. We hung out for like 2 months, nothing official, but he was acting like someone who wasn't dating other people. I mean, he slept over, he made me a playlist, and he even helped me unclog my sink once. And then poof, just disappeared when summer started. One night I texted him something simple like, hey, are we still on for Friday? And I got nothing back. Hours go by, and then days, and then weeks. Full on ghost. I spiral. I check his Instagram, nothing. TikTok, nothing. He always said he wasn't really online, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just moved or died or joined a cult. Honestly, I would have felt better if he joined a cult. Now, fast forward to last week. My friend calls me screaming. She's like, turn on Peacock right now, Love Island, USA, season 7.
Oh, God.
And I was like, why would I? And then I do, and I see him walking into the villa shirtless in slow-mo, introducing himself like, hey, I'm Jace, I'm 23, blah, blah.
Which you know that he also had to walk in slow-mo like 10 times to practice like
Yeah.
for this type of scene,
Of course.
probably.
She goes, babe, you left my text on red for 3 weeks, and now you're in Fiji. He said he's single. Or he said he's single. Like, we didn't spend so much time together. I should have known he was toxic when he called me his favorite distraction. And the
Wow.
best part,
Yeah.
he's in the villa. Like, I've never met someone who gets me. So yeah, my ex ghosted me to go flirt on national TV. No warning, no explanation, just straight up Love Island to me. Anyway, I'm fine now, totally fine. I only watch the show, hate scrolling through Reddit threads where they're calling him mid. Thanks for listening, and I just want the world to know that I got dumped for a ring light and a villa. Love is a scam.
I love the way you
I
wrote
know
that.
I like almost positive I know exactly which bombshell she's talking about.
Is Jace not the name? I'm not watching.
No, Jace is a fake name.
I'm not either.
I think she's talking about TJ. I almost called him
Oh.
JT. Well, TJ, who's this like guy who walked in like last week, and I'm almost positive because I can't get into like full details on how I know, but like I'm almost positive that's
I
him.
feel like this happens a lot, especially with the dating shows. They're talking to someone until they go on, and then the person comes out about how they were talking to them. and then they
Yeah.
went on the show.
It's pretty insane though when you think
Yeah.
about it. Like I would be shell shocked if I saw someone I was dating just casually like stroll into national TV who had like ghosted me. I'd be
Yeah.
so
No, definitely.
confused too.
I feel like I would like pop off also. I'd be like, excuse me. But
Yeah, I'd probably make a TikTok about it.
it's crazy though because like I have like,
You should make a TikTok about it.
Well,
I
she
know
gets a
you-
free sweatsuit out of it.
Yeah, she does.
But also make a TikTok about it. It'll probably go hard.
but it makes sense on like why you thought he was like ghosting you because I think when you're gonna be a bombshell, like you don't know if like you're actually gonna get picked. So I think they hold them up in a hotel in Fiji, like no internet, no TV,
weeks,
no
right?
phone for weeks.
Yeah.
Like it's like very isolating.
I forget what Kendall and Liv said.
That's what they said.
It's so crazy. I'm so committed to their season of Love Island. I won't watch another one. I like purely won't.
This one's good. This season definitely does not compare to the last season. Like nothing can top like Liv and Kendall's season. Like that season was fucking crazy. But I will say this season is good. It's not as good, but it's like up there with like the drama and like the hood of it all. It's hard to explain if you're not watching, but she had like a crash out like literally on TV.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips, so I feel like I know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of clips of the hooded girl getting like really bad reviews.
Like these days you don't really even need to watch because like TikTok, it's just clipping all the best parts of like the show anyway. So you're pretty much, I'm sure you've seen all the tape, but
wild though that happened to you.
Damn,
insane. You know who else wanted to go back on reality TV, and you sent this to me yesterday, and I was like so shell shocked by this, but Juliet from Siesta Key, when she did an interview with The Toast, I guess she also had I don't know if applied is the right word, like is that casting?
Tried out maybe, or
I don't know, but
auditioned?
tried to go on Summer House or auditioned for Summer House. She would have made like for a good cast, I think.
I don't know how she would like
blend
melt in with the crew. She's very, I don't know, I don't think she would be bad, but I feel like there is another choice who we know that could have been better.
I weirdly think like genuinely Sophia Franklin would have crushed it. Like I think you and I both have thought that for Summer House.
Justice for Sophia. We love you, Sophia. I hope that she does get on because now everyone's dropping out. Paige is gone, which is so sad, but like I totally understand it. But she totally like was a huge part of the show. And Emerald by who cares, and Lexi's not doing it.
Yeah.
So they need people. We should try out.
I'm good on that. I love our reality TV girly swirlies though, and I love Summer House. Like
Me too.
I love Summer House. I love the entire cast so much. But yeah, I don't think reality TV is for me.
No. I also like love our boy. That drink, it's so good.
It's amazing.
Delicious.
Very stoked.
So yummy. All right, Aaron, you want to go next?
I'm writing this with a heavy heart, thinking about 2 years ago when I found out my first boyfriend cheated on me. Looking back, I was heartbroken, and he was a total narcissist manipulator. He would gaslight me and just went with everything because I felt so in love with him. We went on our first vacation to Costa Rica. I planned a really amazing trip. We were sleeping in the hotel, and I wake up in the middle of the night to pee. I checked my phone, and I got a "Hey Girly" DM. God bless her for telling me because he hid it completely. She told me they were having sex the whole time we've been together. My heart sank. He was sleeping next to me, and I was silently sobbing. After reading in detail about how he cheated, I felt like I was sleeping next to a stranger. I was really scared, especially because we were in a different country, and he was a bad person.
Okay, talking about crashing out, I would actually full on crash out.
I would literally trip.
I probably would just leave the hotel room before he even woke up.
Also, Hey Girly DMs are like, they're never good. Like they never follow with something good. I also hate, for some reason, it's my personal pet peeve to be called Girly. A pet name of Girly when it follows with bad news. Like one time someone was like, "Hey Girly, my condolences, heard your grandpa passed away." And I almost I wanted to throw my phone at the wall because
that's fucking crazy.
To approach someone like that is just
I feel like I use Girly when I'm trying to be funny or like sarcastic, but like never in a way where it'd ever be serious.
I mean it nice. Yeah. Like I don't think Girly's
like
meant like condescending.
No.
But I think that it's hard to give someone bad news when you approach it with "Hey Girly" for me.
But I do wonder if the reason that people actually do that is because if you get a "Hey Girly" DM, like you have to open it. Like you, like maybe it's like that's what it's like the "Hey Girly" trend. I don't know.
The "Hey Girly" trend.
The "Hey Girly" trend.
Don't "Hey Girly" me.
I feel like people say they call it the "Hey Girly" DM even if they're not saying "Hey Girly" exactly too. It's just like the phrase now. The wave of depression exhausted me and I cried myself to sleep. That night I had a weird nightmare where he fell off a cliff. I had a shitty sleep, woke up the next morning, and I was crying so much and took a walk to the pool because I couldn't stay in the same room as him. I remembered my nightmare as I was floating in the water. I always knew he was afraid of heights. I dried off and asked someone that was working there for a crazy cliff jumping experience. The worker said if I love cliff jumping and diving adventures, there's a tour that takes you on a hike through the rainforest that has pretty crazy cliffs. I bought 2 tickets and went back to my hotel room. When he woke up, I told him I wanted to go on a pretty guided hike through the rainforest. He Venmoed me for his ticket, we got ready, and we left. We got to the hike, and we signed waivers, and he said, "What's this for?" But I was just like, "For the steep hiking." He didn't think much of it. The tour guide welcomed us and told us we'd be jumping off 3 cliffs. My boyfriend looked at me and said, "Wait, what?" But I assured him that the employees of the hotel recommended it. We went through the rainforest, saw really gorgeous wildlife and waterfalls.
Wait, so this girl had a dream about pushing a guy off a cliff?
He fell off a cliff, but he's afraid of heights.
Oh, so this is her way, I guess, of like...
So she booked it without telling him like what it was.
Type of thing?
Yeah, he thought he was just going on a hike.
Oh.
After a mile, we reached the first cliff jump. It was about 20 feet deep. The guide demonstrated the jump and then looked at us expectantly. I turned to my boyfriend and smiled. I said, "Go ahead, I'll take the video." He said, "What the fuck? I'm not doing this." The guide reassured him it was safe, and because 20 feet high wasn't that high, the rest of the group on the tour insisted that he did it. They were all young and agile too, so they were confident.
Do it, be cool.
Yeah,
do
very
it,
that.
be cool.
He jumped and screamed the whole way down. He fully came up gasping. There were 2 more jumps that were really intense, like 50 and 70 feet.
Oh,
that's really high.
You couldn't catch
You could,
me
like,
on a
hurt yourself,
70-foot
too.
jump, honestly.
No.
We got to the second one. He looked like he was going to die from a panic attack. The tour guide and the group leader were like, you could do it, and we're cheering him on. I was like, let's jump at the same time. On the count of 3, we started counting, and on 3, he jumped. I didn't. Fuck no, I'm not jumping off a 50-foot cliff. When he did it, the whole group was like, what the fuck, why didn't you jump? And I told them all I just found out he was cheating on me. The fear in his scream was insane, and guess what? He shit his pants. It was literally insane. I think he tried cleaning it off in the water, but you legit saw it surrounding him. The tour guide acted like he didn't know I told him, and he was on my side. He rushed out the water. You saw it all on his pants, and he smelled so bad.
Oh.
Can't you like get it off though?
I mean, if you're in the water,
Ew, no one's ever gonna jump in after that.
Also, men's bathing suits, don't they have that little like underwear in them?
Oh, like the mesh.
Yeah, I always cut mine out though.
Yeah, Kevin does too.
Yeah.
Michael, I think, does also, but like they're guys.
It does.
It has that like
the mesh. Yeah.
So like I'm assuming maybe he didn't cut his out.
Maybe. And
I would swim in that water until I was crystal clean.
Yeah,
if that was
same.
me.
I'd live there.
Then I was kind of gaslighting him at this point, being like, are you okay? The tour guide asked the whole group out loud for napkins, and no one had one. He had to clean himself off in the forest, and the tour guide told him he couldn't leave the towel there because it was against the law to litter, so he had to hold the poopy towel the whole way back. We had to hike back, and you could tell he was so physically uncomfortable by the way he was walking. When we got back, he was holding back tears. I went to the pool by myself because I was like, you should take some time to cool off. The next day, we were leaving, barely talked. I broke up with him on the plane and said it was because he shit himself. He started silently crying again, and it was so weird and funny, and it was an amazing revenge. Great story. I mean, shitty for you that happened, of course.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended, but I mean, I love the way that ended.
You have a very creative mind.
Very creative.
Like,
and he shit himself on top of that, and that wasn't even your doing, so he, embarrassed himself even more.
Thank God you didn't jump with him. Could you imagine he just shit all over you?
No.
Yeah, that would be even worse.
Oh my God. But that's actually really funny. Like, however, if anyone ever did that to me, they're like surprise skydiving, I would actually like.
I did do that to you.
I know.
Once.
No, but I mean, like, you would like take me to the plane without me knowing what was happening.
Oh, no. Like, I told you beforehand.
Yeah. And you didn't surprise me. You just were like, hey, we're going skydiving.
Hey, did you do it?
No, I started. I had a panic attack because I don't want to.
Did you get a refund?
It was with our friends. One of them was practicing getting his pilot license or something, so you have to like skydive no matter what, I think. And
but she didn't ask me if I wanted to, but I've never wanted to.
Well, it was also
do
my
that.
birthday, and when it was offered to me, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And you landed on the beach, and it was supposed to be like really epic. Gorgeous. In San Diego. And Leah like
I panicked because I have no urge or desire to ever go skydiving in my entire life.
I get it.
I don't know. I
bungee
think
jumping.
In the era I was in, I did. Now I don't as much. Like I was in a little bit more of a younger
like wild
vibe.
That freaks me out. It's not that heights freak me out. I'm fine with heights. It's just like jumping and like flying through midair with like the possibility that like
of death.
You smash on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like no thanks.
It's a real possibility.
It is.
Yeah.
But I get it why people do it. It's adrenaline. Seems fun for them.
I have like
an
icky now fear of heights, but more so I have a icky fear of like really confined spaces.
Me
like
too.
I hate an elevator. I cannot do it.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that was a really good revenge story.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you, girl. Love that he shit himself.
I'm also shocked that
Makes
you
even better.
never even told him that you found out he was cheating.
Also, like,
yeah, I know, it's surprising.
Him crying too. Like, I understand the fear of it all and him being like choked up. Like, I cannot believe he shit himself. Oh my God. But like, I don't know, face your fears. Like, you did it. Get over it.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how he still had poop on his ass or like on his body like after he jumped in the water. Like, couldn't you just like,
I would have fully taken my trunks off and been like, guys, I shit
Yeah.
myself. I was so scared. Like, made a joke of it, I suppose.
Have you guys pooped underwater before?
No. Have you?
Yeah, once.
Was it hard?
Pretty easy.
Yeah, like when I was in Hawaii with and they were talking about like surfing and like is like he surfs like every morning.
And he'll poop in the ocean.
Yeah.
On purpose? Okay, yeah. It's okay though. The ocean's the ocean.
He's like, I shit, and his girlfriend actually was like, he takes his shit in the ocean every fucking morning. I'm like, that's like
kind of sounds really relaxing and like.
Yeah, it kind of does. But my little sister
Pooped in Lake Powell.
Not a lake.
That's so specific.
It was because we could the houseboat, like the plumbing, and we had to like unplumb
That's
it.
what I was about to say.
So we all shat in the water the whole week.
Chase lived on a houseboat for like a few months, and it was in the ocean though, and like that's all you could do is like you had to go to the bathroom and like basically bathe in.
Yeah.
But the ocean is like ever flowing. I feel like a lake is just like
the lake was crazy.
It's always gonna be like in one body of. Even the lake's huge. Like it's not like flowing anywhere.
But allegedly, like fish like poop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it attract?
Because I think that I think I remember my little sister saying like it was like in a weird way it's kind of like a good thing to go in the ocean to certain circumstances.
I don't know if it floats.
Don't quote me on that.
No, I think it does, and also puke does too, because when I went on a boat tour in Kauai, like I was actually so afraid that day because it was like a big blow up boat and you had to hang on to the side.
Blow up boat?
Yeah, and it like you're
like
and
a raft.
Like a raft,
okay,
but you're like sitting next to like you're like sardines with people, and it's like a really rough ride. And like in the beginning,
was
it's
this
like
for fun?
Yeah, because you get to go see like the dolphins
That
and
just
like
does
the
not
waterfalls.
Sound like fun.
I thought it was because when we signed up for the boat, I thought it was gonna be like a boat. Like I didn't realize that it was gonna. I didn't sign us up for it, but they were like, if you're gonna throw up, because a lot of people get seasick, like because their ride's so rough, like they're like, make sure you don't get it in the boat, like go out like the side. And he's like, and then when you do, like we'll stop because all the fish will come. But I'm like, when I was thinking about it, like if someone did throw off the side though and you were in the back, you would get fucking smacked.
Did someone puke?
No, thank God.
I am not the biggest boat person. I get nauseous like so easily in a boat.
I remember 4th of July with you and Michael.
Oh my God, me and Michael, the first few hours we were like dying, and my friend's boat like wasn't small.
It was a yacht.
Yeah, it was not small.
It was like a huge yacht.
Me and Michael are not big boat people.
I know.
Like I've tried so hard to be. My grandfather was one, like such a fisherman of any sorts, and I would always try and be like moral support and be attached to it.
Yeah.
My stomach just...
I felt sick on the boat when I was doing it too, but I like found a way to like make myself feel better, and it was just like literally like just staring straight ahead, which they always tell you to do, and not like looking down, but like
I feel
focusing
like even
on
with that, my stomach is just a weak tummy.
Yeah. I remember we were like, it was 4th of July, we were like in Emeralds Bay, and we were like jumping off the boat, and you and Michael were like laying down like so sick. I felt so bad.
Some people just can't do it.
I just like that Michael at least is like my partner in that. Like I'm never alone on the boat sickness journey. He always is boat sick with me.
Yeah. Does Dramamine work?
Dramamine just makes me sleepy. It works when I'm like car sick. Like if I'm gonna go in a Tesla for some reason, if I took Dramamine and we were on like hours long trip, it would work for sure because I would just pass out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't on a boat fully. I also don't like the feeling of like not being in control on a boat for some reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the non-drowsy Dramamine. I take it when I fly because I get like sometimes sick on airplane. Like I never throw up, but I feel nauseous on there, and it doesn't make me sleepy.
I'll give it to airplanes. I have like no shame in that regard.
It's because you feel nauseous, or just what is it?
Motion sick. I like it. My stomach is like really weak with that stuff. Like the second I'm also like my tummy hurts.
You do have a weak stomach.
It could come out like any which way.
Yeah, it's actually really scary sometimes because I'm like, uh-oh.
Like I'll be like 0 to 100 so fast.
Yeah, that's the thing
so
about
you. Get
you.
it out quick,
There's no warning.
Yeah.
It's like
my stomach doesn't give me warning either,
which is so crazy. Mine's always a slow build.
Yeah, at least it doesn't like linger.
No,
you know?
Mine's like no drama. Like get it out immediately. It's like an exorcism almost.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Your turn.
I already did.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're
good.
You
guys, my mind.
So this story is interesting. Just to preface it, it's she wrote in. We never ended up reading her story, but then she followed up. So this is her like original.
Oh, so we love a good follow up. I didn't see original.
Yeah, but it's her original story, but we never read it. So it's a two brand new stories with a follow up.
Got basically. It. Okay, so hang in there because this is clearly a little bit thick of a packet I got here. My ex-fiance Evan cheated on me with his married coworker Natalie. Before I knew about the affair, he had the audacity to bring her to my birthday celebration. The night before my birthday, which was October 5th. Oh my God, I feel like we're around the corner. We went out downtown with a group of people. Me, my two closest friends, Evan, Natalie, and her husband, Bob, Natalie's friend, Kevin, my parents, and my twin brother. That's a handful group. Also, I love how I said October 5th was like close. It's not. What day is it? It's June. Something's wrong with me, you guys.
It is June.
It was supposed to be a fun night, and it was until Evan got way too drunk and I ended up being the designated driver on my own birthday. That's like absolutely not. The next day, my actual birthday, we did nothing. I'm talking couch all day, no plans, no effort, no celebration. That's my kind of birthday. Meanwhile, Evan and I owned a house together, and From shortly after we made it official, before he even proposed, he was running around town having sleepovers with his coworker / mistress, Natalie. I didn't even find out from him. On Halloween, which was also our anniversary, he was acting super weird. So I asked him directly what was going on, and he told me that he and Natalie had made out, once at a restaurant and again at the Dollar General.
Okay. The Dollar General?
The night before. What is the Dollar General?
It's
like a Dollar Tree.
Grocery store, right?
But it's like a Dollar Tree, like.
Wait, so
99-cent store vibes.
prior to this, she had already cheated with her husband.
Why the fuck?
Her husband had already been cheating on her.
Why are
like,
they
already.
making out at the Dollar General?
Sorry, not her soon-to-be husband. They were like engaged.
Fiance.
Yeah, fiance. Evan and her. They're together. They're engaged, but pre-engagement, Natalie had already cheated with Evan. And then I'm confused because then she invited her to her birthday.
She
later.
didn't know. The girl who wrote this in didn't know at this time that she was cheated, that her fiance
Oh,
was
she
cheating.
found out on Halloween later.
Yeah.
On. Okay,
He's
got it.
making out with her at the Dollar General.
The second I found out, I went on Facebook, found Natalie's husband, Bob, and messaged him, hey, I have some info that I think you'd be interested in. The next day, he called me via Facebook Messenger, and I told him everything that I knew. He said he had a feeling she was cheating, but he never expected it to be with Evan. He also told me that Natalie had already cheated on him with a married coworker, Mikey, the year prior, but she had promised it would never, ever happen again.
Serial cheater.
You know, once they start that behavior,
Yeah.
it unlocks and like never ends. I feel like it just perpetuates. Wow. Bob packed his bags and drove to South Carolina to stay with his sister. Then, get this, Evan proposed to Natalie on Christmas. Meanwhile, he and I were still living together, trying to figure out who would get the house. The day I moved out, he moved Natalie in.
Yeah. They own a house together. They're engaged. They're like broken up now.
He proposed
and he
to
proposes
Natalie,
to the mistress.
The mistress who already is married.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know if
he has,
they
like-
stopped being married or what it was.
Yeah.
He already has like one girl with a ring on her finger, and he bought another ring and proposed to Natalie.
With a house and everything.
Yeah.
The man gets busy
And
quick.
Natalie was married.
He
Wow.
means this man stands on business.
Yeah.
They bought me out of the house and I had to sign all this paperwork with her name on it, everything. Flash forward to now, Evan is blocked on everything and he has resorted to emailing me to say that he misses me and wants to sell the house so we can be together again.
Oh, God.
So this was the first write-in that we never read.
This man,
I know.
Yeah.
boy, correction, this boy is
This
in
boy.
trouble and he stands on way too much foul business.
Yeah.
I'd like to add a follow-up to the story. I just received a letter from my ex's mistress, Natalie, and she sent me a Oh, sorry. I thought she said a condolences. It's condescending. She sent me a condescending letter, see attached, about them still getting mailed to my old house, ... girl. So I ate her up and sent her evidence of my ex emailing me that he's not happy with her. Ha, 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 ha. Okay.
I mean,
So and then
that
we'll
shit is-
also insert the images here too, so you guys can read along.
Yeah, it's
So this is the letter.
Hey, blank, got some mail for you at our house, - again. I went ahead and sent it along this time, but if anything else shows up, I can leave it at blank, my workplace. You can grab it next time you swing through, since you clearly like circling the block. Anyways, it was great seeing you. All the best, Minnie Mouse, Fugly Shrek, Home Wrecking Horror, Slut Skank, etc.
Nice letter.
He called her that?
No,
No, so
she
the
referred to
mistress-
herself. The mistress referred to herself as that. I'm assuming because she was called that
Yes.
in
Okay.
other messages.
Yes.
Oh my God. I love the screenshot because it also shows the phone. Like she's clearly on the phone yapping it up with someone.
Yeah.
Got your letter. Just think you should be aware that Evan emails me pretty much every day talking about how he fucked up his life by being with you. So remember that before you send me more love letters. And I stand by every single name I called you. Good luck, babe.
Period.
Hey, I'll be sending the rest of your mail soon. That letter was actually written and sent a little over 2 months ago, but I appreciate you letting me know it got there and for making me aware of the emails. I didn't know before, but I do now. The whole thing has been messy and painful for has been messy and painful for everyone. I can own the part I played in it, and I am genuinely sorry for how things unfolded. I want all of us to move forward and focus on peace and happiness, whatever that looks like for each of us. Honestly, I didn't want to text you back, but here I am. I just felt like I needed to say this. I'm really sorry. I don't think I ever actually said that. Doesn't think she actually ever said what.
Sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's nice.
So that's what
Well,
I
it's a
thought.
little
Like
late,
this text,
though.
it's a little late, but it isn't a bad text response.
No.
Is it too late now?
But I'd be pissed too. I'd be
sorry?
I think
pissed
it's the best response in this case scenario.
But I think this would piss me off even more.
She says, if you want to send me the emails, I'll read them. But either way, I'm focused on finding clarity, moving on, and finding some happiness. So it's clear that they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really care to see them as much as.
Well,
she
I
maybe
also
would've
wouldn't
before.
make the
we already
efforts of
broke
even
up, I wouldn't care
forwarding
either.
them to her if she was already like so mean sending me mail, whether that
Yeah.
be like 2 months ago or whatever. That's fine. But I guess like sometimes you do have the urge to get petty. I mean,
Yeah.
I did yesterday. We'll get into that shortly. But
especially if you're being called Shrek or whatever.
yeah,
Like, but I do also, so what I think happened, and it, obviously we don't know, but I think after she received the letter and then texted her, the mistress, saying like, I got your letter, and by the way, he emails me, I think in between the time that the mistress took to respond back, I think she probably called Evan out about it, and he must have admitted it if she's like saying like, I know about this now.
Yeah, it's also hard too when you receive a message from someone you already loathe entirely, and then not being on defense.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I again read that, I would still be raging inside because that hurt would just be like still existing.
Yeah. And like you said, Justin Bieber, it's too late now to say sorry.
All right. So she responds, first of all, stop calling me blank. Oh, so she addressed her by like a short pet name. So for instance, like I go by Tori and she addressed her as like T.
Yeah.
My name is, I'm going to call her Kara. Sorry, Kara. And we'll never be at the level where nicknames are appropriate. You're a joke, and so is your apology. Both Evan and you can never even fathom the amount of pain that this has caused me and Bob. And to be honest, neither of you care. I'm so beyond sick of you and Evan using words like unfolded or happened. No, there were conscious, selfish choices at the hands of people who claim to be in love with Bob and I. Well, she's not wrong there.
Not at all.
Where was this apology all the days I was sitting at my house? And she capitalizes on that. Crying because my fiance had just blindsided me. Where was this apology when you asked Bob for a divorce in a text message while on a date with Evan? Oof. Where was this apology when you decided to move into my house the day after I moved out? Fuck out of here with that. I wish for peace and happiness for Bob and I, but to be honest, I don't care what happens for you. You are smug and proud of what you've done, and your letter shows that.
Period.
Yeah, honestly, facts.
I mean,
because like the mistress started it with that fucking petty ass letter.
But also like the mistress was married.
The mistress was married. You stole someone's man. You cheated on your husband, and then you send the person who you hurt a fucking petty ass letter. What do you expect?
Oh, and then her ex-fiance goes, you and I both know that I made a mistake choosing her and I'll never be the same because of it.
So she sent the mistress a screenshot of that.
Oh.
And she goes, here's a highlight of our emails. What did Kevin say to me again? Don't throw rocks at glass houses. Yeah, I think that applies here. So Kevin is the mistress's best friend who was also at her birthday.
Yeah.
If you want to add to the story, I blocked his email today and he got a Google number to text me.
Oh, of course.
Please let me know if you have any other questions. And she sent like a laughing emoji. Well, I don't have questions. I'm really happy that you get a sweatsuit out of this. I would be pretty much raging as well at the coworker Natalie.
Yeah.
I think that's really vile of her. I'm happy that she at least apologized, probably to make herself feel better, but I think the ownership in her apology is like really not right.
No.
I think she only apologized because she realized that her fucking person, the guy Evan,
Was an asshole,
and like you lose him how you got him, or whatever the fucking saying is. I can never get it right, but
yeah.
And I did.
You get him how you got him.
Something like
that.
But I did find this story to be intriguing, so like I did follow up with this person who wrote it, and just to get all like the facts straight before. That's why Tori has a packet, because I wanted to tell it.
No, I'm happy you did. That made it so much easier.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it made it so much easier for the audience.
I wanted to honor her story properly, but I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more details, and I don't think that she was willing to give more, because I did pry a little bit, but I understand why. I just feel as if like when you invite people into your home, especially on your birthday, and then you find out that like the people that you invite into your home are like betraying you behind your back, like that's already like,
there's no other hurt that's bigger than that. Especially, I mean, for me, I'm not a birthday person at all, and you guys know that. So if I do want to spend like a moment's time with people on my birthday, that should say a lot about my relationship with you.
Them
Yeah.
yeah. I'm so stuck on them making out at the Dollar General.
I don't understand
either.
That's just really fucking weird.
Why were you at the Dollar
Maybe
General?
they were like in a parking lot or something, like because no one
But,
would
like,
ever be
why
there.
the Dollar General? Those are not in like, gorgeous areas of the city.
If you're trying to hide like you're cheating,
guess you'll go
like
to the
maybe
Dollar
go park in
General.
that parking lot or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
What's the weirdest place you've ever made out with someone?
That's a good question.
I have the weirdest place I've ever had sex, and I guess made out too.
Okay, where?
A graveyard.
Oh.
Mine's
Why?
synagogue.
Oh my God.
Like
Oh my
opposites,
God.
but kind of similar.
But I don't think. Well, we didn't have sex, but I used my party trick there for sure.
Okay, yeah. I need to hear the backstory.
Well, okay, so this was when I was like young. This is like
Same.
Well, how young?
Same. Just
like
putting that out there.
24, 25.
That's not.
Yeah,
that
like
young.
I'm 31
I was
now.
thinking like 16.
But I did it because I picked up this guy I was seeing from the train station, and I was like,
The train station.
well, because he was coming to visit me.
Why is he on the train? Okay.
Because he lived in a different town, but like not too far away. I picked him up from the train station, and my parents were home, and like we were really horny, and like I wanted to have sex, and like I didn't want to like go home and be like, hi, mom and dad, this is blah blah. We're going up to my room, and so we like pulled over. It was that huge graveyard by our house.
I used to run that graveyard when I was like.
It's beautiful
in
there.
high school.
Sex there too?
No,
Oh.
not run that way. Like I physically had to run it. I had a coach when I was like younger that
Yeah.
made me run that
Wow,
graveyard.
people just did a lot of things at that graveyard.
It was my car.
My
Yeah.
synagogue experience was when I was like 20, and we were just horny
Yeah.
kids fresh out of college. It was summertime, and like it was mine and like probably my fuck buddy's place to go. It's
interesting.
I
It's
used
the
that language,
synagogue.
but
Synagogue.
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
the parking lot part of it. But then like one of our mutual friends had like a cousin that had like a bar mitzvah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what occurred.
Well, yours is more innocent if you're just making out.
Well, no, she
no,
used
I
her
used my
party
party
trick.
trick.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember in Wayne, hookup hallway?
Oh my God. Everybody in Wayne would hook up by this church. Like people would like
Guys,
be
it was-
sucking dick by this church.
Why?
Okay, so like when we were in 8th grade, like everyone from all the schools in our area would go into Wayne, which is like a cute town in our area. So like her school would go, like my school would go, like all of like the
We
private.
grew up in
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of Radnor essentially,
Yeah.
almost. It's not really, but it is.
And I'm just imagining now as an adult seeing this because it's so fucking shocking and so crazy and weird. But like there was this like one alleyway like behind a church. It was like grass, and then like behind like it was like a wall, and then there was a parking lot, and there would just be like couples like lined up against the wall, just like standing in one place making out. Because when you like first started making out in 8th grade, you just go like this.
And you're just like a horny little kid. And like, so like all you do is like you stand and make out, and you can make out for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes with your
So
head
long.
only one way. Like it wasn't like a fun like make out. You're just like this.
Yeah, like wasn't hot, wasn't sexy. Everyone else
Drool.
is standing guard. Yeah, like
Oh my God, I remember
also
this.
people are like peeking in, being like, "Oh my God."
You guys make out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
And
sure.
I remember this one couple, I'm not going to name who they were, like they finished making out and they like came back and like they were holding hands, and he had literally like drool all the way down his shirt, because when you're making out for that long as like a young kid, you don't know what you're doing, just in one, like they were like drooling down
Oh.
their
Oh my
face.
God.
To be young and in love.
Yeah,
Wild.
gross.
Wait, but quickly back to the birthday part, how you're like, I'm not a big birthday person. I have the funniest thing from my friend Michelle that she just sent me a voice note the other night.
Wait, time out, because I need to hear you.
Oh yeah,
Arabs.
what's yours?
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, I forgot.
Is it throwing neck in the Waymo?
No, well, maybe. I mean, that one's a good one.
That one's crazy.
But you know how like middle schoolers or like elementary schools would have like a playground,
Yes.
and they would have like slides.
Yeah,
would go inside
I
the
would
slide.
assume a playground would
Well,
have a slide. Yeah.
You know, like the slides that are covered, so it's like a tube
Yeah.
slide,
Yeah.
and it would like turn. It had,
Yeah.
had like a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I always hit my head on that. Like,
There was one in my neighborhood and in high school, like when after hours.
You'd go into
I hooked
the
up in the
How did
red
you
slide.
Stay in
was
one
it boy or
place?
girl? And was it a big deal? Because like, were you out yet? Was it?
Girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was just a make out, so it wasn't anything crazy.
Were you just like, I feel nothing?
Well, at the time, I had to feel something. But yes, I felt nothing.
I feel like in that era, you're like so horny no matter what
Yeah.
occurs. Like someone could be like biting into an apple, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
At the time, I felt nothing, but I had to feel. My friends were there. I was like, huh.
Yeah, it was like part of the.
Yeah, you had to do the thing.
Yeah.
That's probably like the weirdest unconventional place I've made out with someone.
It's weird. It's like part of community acceptance
Yeah.
to do that in like a parameter with other children around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
Wait, you don't have to if you don't want to, but can you tell the story about the time that you fingered a girl for the first time?
Have I told that on here before?
I think you have, like a long
once.
time ago.
Yeah, we
Oh my
we
God.
might need to relive it just because it's
Yeah.
we're on the
Please.
subject
It's
topic.
so funny.
We can relive it. I don't even know like how to begin the story because it's. It
You don't have to if you don't
I
want,
will.
but-
It was a day in summer in college, midday.
Aram's our gold star gay.
Yes.
Just for highlighting that.
The sun is out. And I think I'm just going to hang out with my friends, and we're just gonna like have like a normal hangout sesh, like nothing crazy. And she said she's bringing this guy with her that she's talking to. So we're like, okay, cool. And then we go hang out. I'm like eating like meats and cheeses. Like I'm having like a charcuterie. Like, I'm just setting the scene, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Boulder.
In the
summer.
dorms?
No, in a house. We were off campus at this point. And we started drinking, and then she's like, we should all hook up. So then we're like, okay. So it's kind of like a 4-way situation almost, or it was about to be. And my friend is sucking the guy she brought over's dick at the time, and then she's like insinuating that I go like touch her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I like.
Were you nervous?
Oh my god, yeah. But she's also like one of my closer friends at the time.
Yeah.
She still is. Hey girl. She's also a lesbian now, full blown lesbian.
So it makes sense.
Yeah,
major lesbian. It's like her brand.
It's her brand.
And I fingered her with my thumb, just like this.
It's amazing.
Is it because you didn't want to do any other
I
fingers?
really don't know what my thought process was there.
Okay. Were you just like...
But what makes it worse is that I had nails at the time, because I had like in college, for like 2 years, every 2 weeks I would get nails.
Like acrylics?
Like sometimes I had tip. Yes.
No way.
Like as long as mine are right
tip
now?
Tip and dip. Maybe a little bit shorter, but like they
Like this? I
they
shortened
were like
mine.
but they were like above my like
this?
skin. Yeah,
Okay.
at least that length. And they would grow out and get longer sometimes if I didn't go get them done, because I loved a design, and I got like the square shaped
Like duck
nails.
Duck feet?
They looked ugly now, but looking back on it, I thought these
Mine's
are kind of
square.
but like
No, but yours aren't
no,
duck.
yours are so much better.
Yours are like
I also
narrow.
just
Oh,
have, like,
so for sure duck.
I also have
Yeah.
like fat fingers, you know, so like it looked crazy.
I had duck.
We can insert a
acrylics
photo
at
of
one
my
point.
nails. They're all archived on my
Okay, send them
Instagram.
to
You
me,
can't
we'll
find them
insert
anymore. So yeah, I was in her with my nail,
Well,
moving it around,
and now you both are gay, so it's all good.
dry,
And like you have a small thumb.
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
like staring at his thumb as he's telling the story.
it probably would have escalated further, but then one of our other friends came over, who we also invited. She just came a little bit late, and then things cooled down. Thank God.
Oh, I
'cause-
thought you were supposed to say she took
yeah,
over.
yeah.
No, because she was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
How long were you doing it for?
I don't even know. Like a while. We were also like kissing at the same time. It was so strange.
Yeah. Like after you like
The sun was still out.
Yeah, understood.
Did you feel like how'd you feel after it was all done and over with?
Like that was an experience. Why did I put my thumb inside of her?
Well,
get
thinking
it.
about things that were
Why
like
my thumb?
Yeah.
from younger
I
years
could've done it better.
that were trending, that, you know, lost matter perhaps, that are coming back now to trend is and this is also part of community acceptance. I was kind of doing my little trend report for upcoming Boys Lie items for summertime, and guess what I'm going to have to add into the collection? Sophie shorts.
I love Sophie shorts.
Are those just like
The fold over shorts.
Wait,
Leah's
that's
so
another thing
happy
my
right
mom
now.
used to yell at me for.
why? Because your butt was out.
Yes, they were gray.
They were
And
gray.
They said Avalon on the butt, and they're my favorite shorts, and I wore them like every day. But it was like my shorts in 5th grade, and then I wanted to continue to wear them in 8th grade, and I got a little booty, and my mom's like, "You can't wear those because this is oh my god, this is another story about my
Also,
mom."
what you said, or the way that you rolled your Sophie shorts, said a lot about who you were
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
Like if you rolled them twice, which I had to because I didn't have a butt. Like if I rolled them one more time, I would be considered the town whore.
You can't
Yeah.
roll them more than twice because I feel like then it gets too
Wedgie.
thick.
Well, I didn't have a butt, so for me it was still like it was as if I was wearing like a short now. Like where like my cheek doesn't even have
Yeah.
the banana underneath it. Like it's
Was yours like popping out?
Well, so they're my 5th grade shorts, and I wore them all the time, and they were like, and then I wore them through 6th grade, 8th grade, or whatever, and they were my favorite shorts, and then I was wearing them. My mom's like, "You can't wear those. Like you're getting a little butt," and I was like, "Yes, I can. Like whatever." And this
Yes, I can,
is when
whatever.
she goes, "This is another fight we got into." Then and she's gonna kill me. She's gonna fucking kill me.
no,
but I'll
Julie,
never forget it.
It was
Julie
so
is
long
a great
ago, it's
mom.
okay.
You are the best mom, and you've raised me so well, and honestly, I have no problems with the way that you raised me. This is just something that I remember because it's so funny now looking back. She said, "You can't wear those. You're getting a little fat." And I
Oh my god.
was like,
how'd you take that?
She was probably wrecked.
Yeah.
I wasn't even upset. I don't think I was sad or offended. I think I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like I was like so
Like
mad.
livid.
Like I was like, I'm not like, because I also like wasn't. I think maybe she was so mad because she didn't want me to wear them that she just like.
But I think
wanted to make you feel insecure, so
maybe,
you wouldn't wear them anymore.
Maybe,
but
and
I think
it worked.
Our general.
It's different back then. I feel.
Yeah. I was about to say like
so different.
We were also raised in an era where like the low rise jean was the thing, and like Abercrombie didn't extend their sizing past like a size 4.
Yeah.
No.
Like we were raised in a different era where you had to be so skinny, like
so skinny to
Karl
pull anything
Lagerfeld
off.
had to lose 100 pounds just to get into like Hedi Slimane Dior jeans.
Yeah.
We were also like wearing mini jean skirts from Abercrombie with two polos on top of each other, popped collars, like. Yeah, like it was like
you had to wear 2. Like, and if it was Lacoste, it was it.
Yeah,
Oh
and it was like
God.
I'd always wear like pink and green, but like that was like cool. And then a bow and a side pony and like a bow in my hair.
Oh my God, so nuts.
Cute.
I mean, I had a uniform every single day. The pink and green really throws me though. I didn't like mix and match that way. I double layered tank tops though a lot too. Sugar
That's,
lips
still
were
sort of a
it.
thing.
I think
sometimes.
it is. I think it's coming
for like
back.
for certain internet girls. Yeah.
Same with again those Sophie shorts. Like that's part of that era that will kick back into whatever it is.
Free People has a lot of double layered right now. I'm so excited for the Sophie shorts though. Fuck you, Mom. I'm gonna be wearing those Sophie shorts.
No, it's
a
great thing. But also my mom one time called me chubby, but her way of saying it was like, you could do more sit-ups when I was in the car with her, and I was like flabbergasted.
Yeah. It's like upsetting.
I needed to hear it though.
That's what I was gonna say. But I will say one time my mom really did do me a favor, and I'm so proud that she actually told me this because I'm sure at the time it wasn't easy. This is like years later when I was in college and I got back from abroad. You know,
I remember.
I gained like 30 pounds. I'm not kidding you. And like I knew it. But like when I was driving in the car with her, like on my way home, like after I landed, I just like needed somebody to tell me. And I was like, Mom, like I know I've gained weight. Like, can you just tell me, like, have I gained weight? Like, have I gained weight? And I think now this is years later, she never wanted to tell me it, but she did. And she was like, you have. And like, that was like the thing. And then I started working out with you.
Well, I think it was more so also like Leah could never be big. Like she could never be obese. She could never be like, you could never exceed.
Which is not like your genetics.
No. It's like simply impossible for you. So like seeing you gain weight
bloated,
like that, it was like that was the first time I had seen you with that much weight on. And I know that you and I talked about it like for a second. I was like, why don't you just like, let's just start fresh. Like you're back from the trip. You enjoyed it to every fullest moment as you fucking should.
Like, no regrets.
Yeah, no regrets. And
I
like,
didn't even eat that much. I think I was just
it's
drinking
just the drinking and like.
I think it's drinking and eating. And then when you're drunk, you eat
late at night.
Yeah. And then it's like, regardless of you walking around wherever you were, you're still just, that type of food is so heavy.
Yeah.
In
it's
general.
just different.
We were really enjoying yourself. So do your thing.
When I gain weight, it's always like, also you can see it first in my face, and my face was like huge.
But we all had like a meatball era. At least that's what I'm gonna call it, because I even had one that I was like, oh my God.
But even yours, and I know exactly what you're gonna talk about, because you used to always reference this picture of you in New York when I thought you looked so fucking hot, by the way.
Like I was
when
like thick. Slim thick.
She thinks so. No, like
I was.
She thick for Tori.
But like if you saw me like that, for me, when I looked back, it's like I could never be huge. I could never simply be huge.
That's
like
just
that's
like
not
your big.
Yeah, that's not my build. But yeah, that was my big. And for my big, looking back at it, like you can tell your face here.
Yeah.
Your cheeks just.
But it just goes to show too, like you always like look at yourself in like the harshest light, and even though like you thought that that's how you like looking back on those pictures, you're like, holy shit. Like again, during that time when we were going out, I like remember that night, because I remember that outfit you wore. I literally swear on everyone's life, swear on Marley's life, like I thought you looked so fucking hot.
Well, thank
she was
you.
wearing these like low rise jeans, and like she looked so cute, and she had this like white like
I did not look
top
cute.
on
I was
that
in
was,
my the height of my eyelash era. My eyelashes were so
oh yeah,
the
you had
eyelash
big
era was
eyelashes. But it was like when those
crazy.
tops
Yeah,
were
too
cool,
crazy.
where they were like kind of like tight right here, and then they were kind of like looser at the
Well, it's because
top.
my breasts were huge.
But that was like the style. And then you had this like really high like bun pony, and it was like so high. Like, and we went out and you got hit on by every fucking guy. Like you
Remember this like it was yesterday.
It's really wild.
you know why I remember is because
Damn.
because when we were talking about it for the first time, like the first time she pointed that picture out when we were looking at like old pictures, and she's like, I was so fucking fat, it like ingrained something in my brain, because I like had a huge flashback to that night, just remembering how hot I thought you looked. So we had
That's so
completely
funny.
different
Takes
Views
on
on
it.
it.
takes on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But it is really important to have someone in your life that can give you the soft news of
Yeah.
like, that doesn't look good, or maybe that's not the best like for you. So I'm happy your mom was that person.
And you too.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Like, and I also knew too, because also we did a photo shoot with your sister and she skinny apped my face.
I was like, a little bit.
But I was like, oh, like that doesn't look like me, but like I understand why she did it.
Oh my God.
So funny.
That shoot will forever be iconic.
What?
No, it was just like silliness. She was just like
Okay.
trying to be a photographer in like her beginning era. Not trying, she is one now, but.
And I think she was just trying to make me feel like look better.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't doing it. But it's just funny.
Yeah. That was those were funnier times. What did you ask before? I missed your question, by the way, when I had Aaron retell his fingering story.
I got a voice note from one of my best friends from college the other night, like 2 nights ago. Her name's Michelle. Shout out, Michelle. I love you so much. And it started off by saying like, hi, like I miss you so much. I've been thinking about you a lot recently. And I had a dream last night that you were really mad at me and like you came up to me and you're like, fuck you. And she's like, I think it's because ever since your birthday, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it because like I didn't text you and I didn't call you. And I did say happy birthday like in our Passages group chat, but like I never like reached out to you and it's been weighing on me so much. And I just figured I just like need to get this off my chest and just say I'm sorry. And if you're mad at me, like I hope that you know like I'm
Wait,
so
this
sorry.
was in
I
your
love
dream?
you. No, this Michelle sent this to me the other night. And I literally was listening to it. I was like, and I sent her a voice note back and I was like, Michelle, I love you so much. But like, I didn't even know that you didn't even text me on my birthday. I was like, you didn't even need to tell me. Like, I wouldn't have even cared. And like, I feel so bad that you've been like reeling about this. And she's like, I've been thinking about it for like a couple of weeks and I've been like anxious about it. And I'm like,
well, that's sweet of her.
I was like,
sweet.
I feel bad that you've been feeling that way because I literally had no fucking idea
I feel
that
like
you didn't
Aaron
text
would
me.
clock that, but I feel like you wouldn't clock that.
I
would
didn't.
clock that.
You would. And I said to her, I'm like,
If you're a birthday person, it matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're
why I
not,
thought of
then it like truly doesn't.
Yes, and
have
that's
an
exactly
effect.
what I said to her. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not a big birthday person. But I'm like, but you better make sure to say happy birthday to Lisa on her birthday because she is a huge birthday person. And I know you are too. But I would never clock something like that.
Yeah, and she did technically tell you her birthday.
But I know, but I just feel so bad that she was like, had a nightmare about it. I'm like, I literally had no fucking idea.
Well, speaking of weird occurrences that have happened in the DMs, yesterday we received like a DM from an old close friend of mine. I'm not going to say she's my
I didn't know
close
she was
friend
your
now.
close friend.
Previously, yeah,
She was
like
just like some random girl.
yeah,
No, this
way
is
back.
a person we know.
And
Oh wow,
she had her own brand. She had started it like way before.
like an Etsy brand or like a
you
website.
could say so.
I guess she would paint on clothes and like
So like a website or like
How much do we want to give away here?
I don't really care.
Okay. She just sell like one-off pieces on her website that she would make like handmade.
and like paint
like
them
shipped
and
them from like her home. So it wasn't like she had like a manufacturer person.
yeah. And as
Okay, period.
Boys Lie would be kind of like on the up and up, we had collaborated with her at one point in time where she painted on a couple of custom pieces and people bought them for like $1,200 a piece. Like it was crazy.
We made like only a couple.
We only made like 4 pieces.
Shit, I need to see that.
As Boys Lie has scaled in wherever we're at right now, her brand has become a little bit stagnant, I want to say.
I think it's been stagnant. And no offense, I just think she's never meant to scale her brand either.
It's hard when you have also like customs because how can you scale customs on so many pieces? And then also
the demand has to be there.
yeah, the
like,
demand
is
has to
it-
be there. It also is just hard with these customs will have like logos on them, like the Chanel logos or like the Louis Vuitton logos or like logos that are like,
like the Yankees.
reused from other brands but
Sometimes
painted.
that can look tacky as fuck.
Well, so anyways,
Like, if it's not the real thing, like
in October I had received DMs from her from where we're at now versus then, even when we had collaborated with her like way back when. And she would always make me laugh. Like whenever we were together with
how do you
each
know
other,
this girl?
we had like the great time. She was in like my friend group circle when I had first come out to LA, but she had always been someone who was like willing to bring me along the way. Like we went to Art Basel together. We had like really, really fun moments together. I was at her birthday. Like sometimes I showed up in places with her like where no one else would come with her.
Yeah.
Truly. So anyways, October 11th, she goes, Tori, how do I get a care package for my birthday? I'll turn all the Valley moms on. I said, send me whatever your little heart desires, my birthday queen. I love you so much.
I saw her on our seating list then. I remember like I just had a flashback and I remember thinking, oh, what a throwback.
She goes, I love you so much, and like sends what she wants. And she goes, this new drop's insane. I'm so proud of you. If it's too much, I totally understand. But any of those I'm obsessed with. And she sends her address, and I said, let's get together sometime soon. We haven't spoken in ages. Again, she's new mom, like so excited, so kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have you had. Well, you're closer with her, but like no issues.
Yeah.
No problems with this person up until yesterday.
At all. Like we go back and forth, share certain exchanges over DMs, just being like, oh my gosh, like your son's so cute, like all these little things. Really sweet.
She
messages.
even texted me on my birthday, actually, now thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She remembered, not
one
Michelle.
of our collections on one of the photos, she asked me and she goes, your sister here needs this whole collection, please. And then yesterday,
I think me and Tori both saw this DM come through at the same time.
Because it was just odd, like the response when you see it pop up on your screen, like I saw like some weird messaging and I didn't get all the way through it, and then I saw the emoji that was like so I was like, what could this possibly be? And we have this sweatshirt coming out for July that says
red flags are my favorite color.
Red flags are my favorite color, which I think was a saying that honestly someone had DM'd us being like, you have to do something with this on it.
People have said that before.
Exactly. I was gonna say, if you Google it on like, just go to Google.
It's been
Google
on
it,
apparel.
it's everywhere.
Nobody owns the phrase.
No one owns the phrase. It's on posters. Like,
I thought it was cute, and I thought it was a cute concept that like someone had DM'd me just being like, oh my gosh, please put this on.
Someone even wrote that in on a story once.
Yeah. So like
no one owns that phrase.
Anyways, that aside, she DMs this picture of one of the customs she had made where it says your red flag is my favorite color, and if you click on the image, it shows up that it happened like
301 weeks ago. And
Leah did the math. She girl math.
Because I'm like, excuse me. I'm sorry. Because I just needed to see how long. Like, if this was like 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, oh, funny coincidence. But 301 weeks ago, then I went to my calculator.
Is that a whole year?
I did what?
Is that a year?
52 weeks are in a year.
There's 52 weeks in a year.
That's a lot
So
of years.
I went to my calculator.
So
I
many
did 301 divided by 52. That's 5.7 years ago.
Did you know her that long ago?
Yeah, but like I didn't know that. I think I did.
So she thinks we went back to her content from 5.7 years ago, saw that, then used it in today's July's drop.
Like, even if I had wanted to copy her from years ago, don't you think it would have happened years ago when we created the brand?
That's exactly my point.
6 years ago.
That's so bizarre.
Like, sorry, girlie, I never even saw you had that piece 5.7 years ago.
But like, even if I did, like, to give her that benefit of the doubt, even if I did see that, that doesn't apply to anything that's in my mind today.
No.
And like, have I seen that quote before? Yeah. So like,
so she sent the picture of her item and then she goes, LOL.
And then she commented on her thing that was like, oh, this looks familiar. And I sent her literally a screenshot, and we can add this in here, of a Pinterest page that literally says, he's a red flag, but red is my favorite color. Red flags are my favorite color. He was definitely a red flag, but red is my favorite color. So what it do, baby? Like these
guys,
are all like
if you're listening, or watching, go to Google right now and type in red flags are my favorite color, and you will know what we're talking about.
So I said, do you really think I'd care to copy, and sent like the eye rolling emoji, and I said, if I wanted to copy, we'd have done it ages ago, but think what you will, but you def didn't coin the term, and you def weren't the first to put it on apparel. I love you though. And like, I sent the little kissy face with a hug and a heart, and she goes, LOL, okay, Tora. And I said, hope you're doing well.
Oh my God, that's so
crazy.
This was in that she's still
boys lie DM too.
She's still like,
it's also like,
and then
standing on business, thinking
she is standing on business.
And then she went and commented on our picture. She said, LOL, like this looks familiar. And I was like, so you're gonna DM us first, accusing us of copying you from 5.7 years ago, and then you're gonna take it a step further and make it public. So I commented, I'm like, question mark, and she didn't answer. And then I'm like, of what? Like, what does this look familiar? Because I'm like, say it with your whole fucking chest if you're gonna say that we're copying you.
Yeah,
like,
please tell me that we're copying you when you copy literally people's logos like Chanel and put it on your apparel. Like, is that original too?
She's not original either.
Like, if you really think we copied you, say it back to my comment, and like we can go from there.
But
I'd
also,
love to have you say that publicly.
Doesn't look cute. 5.7 years.
I think regardless of
5.7 years
whatever the 5.7 years ago thing is to now, you had messages to me that were so nice, that were like, I'm so proud of you. I want pieces of your collection. I'm so excited for you, to turning it to be like, you're a copycat. Our businesses have grown in widely different ways completely.
Well, some businesses have grown, some have not.
But it's also,
I'm not going to say that, but like, yeah.
But it's also just like not the way to. Also, like, I'm sorry, but like, everyone takes inspiration from everything. Like we're all living the same life, walking the same planet. People are going to come up with the same ideas.
People have said Boys Lie probably before Boys Lies existed.
I'm sure.
It's been on a t-shirt Beyonce wore.
We didn't even coin the term Boys Lie, but sure, we trademarked it. Like, but the thing is, it's like there's different ways to go about it, but it seems so clear that she was so stuck, and she totally 100% believes that we copied her. And I just want to make it clear to set the record straight.
Crazy.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what world you're living in, and it's really like maybe it's just like in your own head that you think that we would even care to do that, but it's not what happened.
And also, just that aside, if we're homies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Any of my homies, I'm like, even ones who have left Boys Lie, who like literally grew and went in their own direction with different businesses, I've truly been like, and so have you, so supportive of that. If they win, I win too.
Yeah.
If your friends win, you're winning with them. That is not a friend right there.
No, it's not the way to go about it. And it's like accusatory of like saying that we did something wrong out of the blue. Like after you already like after everything's been good for all these years, and like we're
I kind gestured to even like I sent her a cutie little package. I was so like I was truly like beaming from the nice words that she had said. So proud of you to that. So then I unfollowed her yesterday.
Well, of course.
And then even when you said back to her like I didn't like copy you, like, and actually provided a screenshot proof that like she didn't coin the term, like she still didn't believe you.
It's so insane. Crazy.
That's the part that pissed me off more. She's like LOL okay tour, like she doesn't believe you, which
it's embarrassing for her.
It's embarrassing. It's funny, but like honestly,
like she has some things she needs to work out, but like growth truly happens when you also
jealousy.
like cheer people on. And I think that the fact that you were inspired to just spread hate.
Maybe she's on her period. I sent you a voice. I'm like, she's angry. Like somebody's having a bad
day.
She's
started laughing, and then
I was laughing hysterically
when I saw the comment situation on the photo. I was like, "That's where you kind of turned."
No, that's crazy.
I said, "Hold my hoops." I am throwing a punch, and then
comment's still there.
Yeah, and she still hasn't responded. So like, if you really believe that, again, if you really believe we fucking copied you from 5.7 years ago, say it.
Coming from somebody who literally takes other people's artwork and mimics it,
paints
literally.
Yeah, like sorry,
paints it on people's
all of your
items.
pieces look familiar.
Yeah,
because they're logos of other brands that you don't own.
I'm so sorry if you were the first person to put the Louis Vuitton emblem on apparel. Maybe you should call Louis Vuitton out too and say that looks familiar.
Someone call Pop Mart. She just put a Labubu on a pant. Like, no, this is what I'm saying. Like, she copies every other fucking piece of art that's on her.
So she's got no room to speak.
This episode should be called Don't Throw Rocks at Glass Houses if you live in a glass house.
Period.
It's a little long, but don't throw stones at glass houses, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Didn't someone say that in their story? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sweating. Like, honestly, that pisses me off.
I need to go look at her Instagram.
And I forgot. I had to like bring that to the pod because I needed to vent about that.
So, like, also just like I was home last night alone. Kevin's gone for 3 weeks. Like, I'm eating my ravioli. I'm like, I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Like, fucking say it. Like,
well,
I'm ready.
Just like when I was like in a mood, you guys, transparently. I've been hurtling over a UTI that was like really bad this weekend.
And I'm on my period.
Yeah.
Enough for me to yesterday like yell at the pharmacist because she didn't call my doctor to like have it pass through my script, pass through insurance. And I was like, I am going to chop off my clit if you do not give me my script. I don't care if it's not paid for by insurance. I will pay for it out of pocket. I need it.
Yeah. I thought they were going to be like $500, but it's $35.
No, it's $35. Yeah. But honestly, like, UTI medicine should be available to everyone.
Yeah,
it should be like free.
Yeah, or like you should be able to talk to a pharmacy staff member just to be like, hey,
you should be able to just get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you should
without like prescription
because it's an antibiotic. I think your body can build tolerance to it. So like that's why I mean like if it's over the counter, you should be able to just talk to a pharmacy staff member and still acquire it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you get like the high strength Sudafed, you got to go to the counter at the pharmacist and ask for it.
Yeah,
you can still go get it.
Completely.
And you're not going to buy that and overdo it yourself because why would you want to overdo it?
No, literally.
So you get it when you get it.
But yeah, nobody wants UTI. So I was already in a moody mood because I was in pain. And then that just, I was like, I have the urge.
Yeah, I was just bored. So I was like, fuck. Yeah. Let's fight.
I get it.
Before we end this podcast, I have something that I wonder if you guys would be willing to do. I don't know if, not this episode, but for another, I thought it would be kind of funny. I feel like I have shit all over my mouth.
You don't.
Okay.
Nothing on your mouth.
Yeah, no, like literally there's not even a crumb.
Well, you know when you have like lip gloss on and it bunches when you're talking? I just like have like the white stuff.
No, I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
I don't have my phone mirror. But so I got roasted last night because I posted on my close friends I've been watching Hot Ones, and I know you roasted me too.
I love Hot Ones.
I know. I've never watched it.
I love
and
Hot
so
Ones.
now
why are we roasting?
Well, because everyone's like, yeah, like you're 9 years too late. And I'm like,
oh, well,
I
yeah,
know,
you're
like,
just late. You're just late.
But I love it now, and I think it's so funny, and I hate spicy foods, but I thought it could be really funny for like a YouTube video for us, like maybe not podcasts, where we try to do it.
Oh, I'll dominate you guys.
We can order. I think you can order the pack on like their website and like.
I don't know if I would do the bomb, the ghost.
No, I think we have to do.
I think we should do
I
like
unfortunately think we have to do all of them if we're going to do
and
it.
make it a challenge to see who has to drink the milk first.
Yeah, or who taps out first. Like
Yeah.
we can have like a safety word like Casey's having a
Yeah.
baby.
But I do think I think if we have to do it, we should do the whole thing. We can't
Okay.
just pussy out. And like
I
do
just
like
think
how
it'd be
we
really
do it.
funny to see our reactions to.
No, I
to
think we
like-
should
Yeah.
1000% do it.
Yeah.
I think
I agree.
I'm so happy
That'd
that
be
you have
fun.
jumped on this
On
bandwagon
this journey.
because I love this bandwagon. Honestly, Shaq's one is like really fucking
I'm excited
funny
to
They're
watch
all so
it.
funny.
They're all hilarious.
Dakota Johnson's was so funny last week. I
Ariana
just love
Grande
her.
crushes.
Megan
these
Thee
wings.
Stallions was hilarious. I watched
Oh,
hers.
yeah, yeah.
I have so many to watch, so I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I
He's got a
also
great
watched.
job. He's got a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if every single time he does the interview, if he's actually eating the
He
hot
says he
sauces
does.
too.
He says he does.
I trust that he
is
does.
his stomach not fucking like
Oh, he's for sure had an ulcer. There's no way.
I mean, yeah.
and like the shits you take the next day, it comes out
Maybe he's
spicy.
just hella used to it now.
I bet you. I have a feeling I would like champion this.
I feel like you are. I'm gonna be
I
for
could
sure
barely,
the
like-
first one to tap out.
Yeah, you won't do well.
It'll
I'm
be
not gonna
between
do
Aram
well.
and I.
That's why I think it would be funny because
I
I
feel
think
like
I'm
you'll
gonna
win.
actually have
I
like
don't
a
know,
I
but
think you'll
I don't
win,
know.
honestly.
I can't
But
really
I
taste
want to
much
do
houses.
it. I think we all should try it. We don't have to put a lot on, just enough.
like when I eat something really spicy that hurts so much, like I can't hear. Like I go like deaf. Like I swear I'm sweating.
It's
thinking
all temporary anyway, so like it's fun. Like,
Yeah, I think it's fun.
How long does it
it'll end.
last?
Probably like an hour.
It's fucking terrible.
I just hate drinking milk.
Well, we'll have to get like
I love milk.
milk alternatives.
Ice cream.
I'm not having whole milk.
He does ice cream now too.
Oh, I think ice cream maybe.
I can have ice cream.
Yeah, like because
Milkshake.
I do know like
Oh,
whole
we
milk
can do
would calm it,
milkshakes.
but yeah, milkshakes.
Erewhon smoothie.
Wait, why don't we do like an
Yeah.
In-N-Out milkshake and
Yeah.
we'll just have that as like
Yeah.
a side
We
gig?
have to have them a little melted. They're thick, so sometimes it's hard to get them to
Well,
come
no,
up
I mean,
the straw.
I would imagine we're not losing at level 1.
No,
Speak for
I
yourself.
don't think anyone's
None
gonna
of us are
tap out.
quitters.
No, I think I'll get to level 5 and probably end up like, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm so excited.
If all those people can do it, so can we.
Yeah,
I know. Like
literally.
Sydney Sweeney took it like a champ. She literally was like fine, and he was like, "What the fuck?" But I watched the one with
But
Ryan
actors
Reynolds.
have a different power. Actors can like act.
But I also feel like some people don't put enough on their wing.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is there a
Because
rule?
some people really react, some people don't. And I'm like, I feel like you're not putting enough on there.
I would like fake it if I was on the show. I would like,
Probably same to a certain
or I'd
point.
like put it on the wood thing and I'd dip it and I'd
should we do
flip
it with
the
like
wing.
instead of like a wing? Should we do it on like a Chick-fil-A nugget?
I want to do nuggets.
Yeah.
I
Let's
don't
do
want
it on a
bone.
Chick-fil-A nugget because then it's a little
Smaller.
cleaner,
Fork.
smaller,
Yeah.
faster, all the things.
Yeah.
All right, deal. Done deal. Next episode.
Or I was gonna say, or I don't know if it could be an episode, but
Maybe
just a
YouTube short.
video.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay,
kosher.
cute.
All right.
I'm sweating.
Get ready for some hot wings.
Yeah,
Ooh.
hot ones with Boys Live.
Also, just before we end the episode, I'm so excited to announce you guys we are going to be doing a July giveaway. You guys will see July hinting throughout this next month.
Yeah, we're still like
essentially.
finalizing like the post, but
It should be up today.
it should be up today.
Well,
essentially,
It'll be up by the time that you guys
Yeah.
listen to
but
this.
yeah.
So
it's-
go check it out.
Go check it out. I don't feel like explaining it because I just need to read the rules one more time.
Yeah, submit to your story. Go check it out. I'm so excited about this one. And you guys, the July collection, honestly, being in a tornado with it, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was
It
fire.
was good.
We survived because of it.
All
Well,
right.
sort of. And TJ.
Well,
Buckle up.
enjoy the ride.
Remember that.
Boys Live.
Boys lie. Boys lie.
Boys lie.
Boys lie, y'all.
Boys lie.
Them boys, they be lying.
Boys lie.